The flail gauge is below the special attack gauge. It appears whenever Link is wielding the flail. It takes some time to charge up, and Link can only copy a weapon when the gauge is full. Once he's got a weapon, the bar will deplete each time Link attacks. When the bar is empty again, the weapon breaks, and he'll go back to attacking with the flail. You have to wait for the bar to refill before copying another weapon.
Didn't kill that many in Cryonis, which is probably why it lasted the entire level.
Yeah.
Because I killed quite a lot of them with Cryonis.
Mm-hmm. So you have a set of basic attacks with your flail. They generally make Link more mobile than his previous weapons, especially upwardly. Link wasn't a stationary character prior to the new weapon, but prepared to be jumping around a bit. Each time Link copies a weapon, he begins to attack with a weapon he copied and gets new attacks. Therefore, there are 4 sets of combos in total. 1 for the regular flail, and 1 for each weapon type. The new weapon doesn't change what the Shikarines do. So once Link unlocks the flail, new quests will appear on the map of Hyrule, asking you for you to donate resources. They'll have a little X symbol. The enhanced ability is copying a new weapon will have a shorter cooldown period. What was that?
No idea how to use that.
Okay, and then some of the ancient challenges. Just like shooting a laser?
I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But supposed to like shoot with maybe. Is that it?
Right, so you've copied a sword and shield weapon.
Right. I didn't mean to.
I know, but yeah.
I'm trying to figure out that move.
Let's see.
Oh, come on.
So there are 3 variants of flails, but the variants are not separated by a tiered strength system, and they're not introduced into the weapon drop system either. What makes them unique is having a different action during the strong X attack button. Each flail starts at 35 power, but you can complete quests to increase power.
Yeah, but how do you use the X button? No, this is.
Right, so your sword and shield is almost broken now. So I think
one, I think you must be able to throw, so maybe it's X and then X.
Right, so your sword and shield weapon's broken now, so you have to wait until the bar fills up.
Oh, okay, right. Let's snatch that. Try and figure that out. It's a good weapon, this, and it's not as hard to use as like I thought it was going to be. Right, so this. So it did shoot a beam all the way over there.
Okay.
It wasn't very fucking strong though.
No, but I imagine it's more of a, if they're all in a straight line in front of you, it clears them all out. So now you've copied a sword and shield weapon.
Yeah. It's the only ones available to me right now.
I know, I'm just saying. So the special trait of the flail is to grab a weapon that can be considered a 2-handed weapon, a 1-handed weapon, or a spear. You make a copy of it to use a temporary extension of the flails when used on the ground. The copied weapon gets stashed on Link's back if he takes to the air, performs a weak point smash or a special attack. Attacking with it lowers the durability gauge until it breaks. Once it breaks, the gauge will refill slowly until the flail is ready to copy again. The gauge can refill by attacking enemies once they've completed the ability enhancement quest for the flails. Okay, so the first variant of the flail is obtained by completing a helping claw. The Guardian Flail's strong button input moves Link forward and attacks as he makes a hop. The second variant, which is the Fortified Flail, conjures a shield in front of him that can behave exactly like a perfect guard when timed right. So the third and final variant, which is the ancient Bladed Flail, the strong button input makes Link fire then aim a blast from the head. So that's what it's doing, it's shooting a blast, like you said.
I did think that was the case, but... Alright, I don't think it's my favourite weapon.
Well, again, it's, you know...
What we got now. So we've got a spear now.
So you got a spear, yeah. And it's definitely a different style. I wonder what Big Eater means. Is that just more HP? Probably just more HP.
Restaurant.
Huh?
The restaurant? Name of a restaurant?
Big Eater. Is it? I don't know.
The chain?
Big Eater Restaurant. A seafood restaurant in Singapore? No.
I was thinking like a Hungry Horse kind of thing.
Oh, you like a chain.
Yeah,
Right,
but it's not, obviously.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Look, he's clicking. Right. Take your weapon. I think something's on the right.
An electric moblin, perhaps.
That one's got a unshakable shield. See the shield. Hey, come on, Dan.
Well, it is a vicious monster, you know? It's not going to be the easiest thing to do.
Really don't like that attack, and I've got to try and figure out which one it is so I can avoid it. I'm doing it. I think it's just the Y.
It's the strong attack. So, you're referring to the one where it shoots like a laser out of the...
Yeah, it's
flare.
really weak.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's the strong attack. Flail, strong attack. DLC weapon differences. So the flails have different functionality when you press the strong attack button outside of a combo string. Some of them give you shields, some of them give you the ability to bombard. Which is better comes down to preference. The only difference between the flails is their first strong attack.
Oh, come on, Fire Wizard. Why now? Take time, don't you?
Okay, so, for the flail in particular, each one has different uses. The Guardian Flail propels Link forward while attacking, which is handy for people that like to remain mobile, so this one is the poster's preference. The Ancient Bladed Flail charges up a projectile which can be aimed. It's the hardest of the lot to use, but it can be used to target precision weak points if aimed correctly against large enemies. So I imagine if you were against a Hinox, you might be able to aim it at its eye, and it'll, you know, break its weak point. Maybe. The Fortified Flail conjures a barrier in front of Link. This can be used to reflect projectiles, such as a Guardian's Beam. So the Fortified Flail seems to be the consensus is the most useful.
I'm using the Guardian one at the moment.
No, you're using the Ancient Bladed Flail.
Oh, my bad.
The flails also come with different hidden skill. And then they're going into talking about the other DLC weapon. Flail clarification. Okay.
Come on, hurry up. Yeah. That won't kill it, but certainly take us.
Interesting. Apparently there are hidden seals that affect the flails in particular ways. So the Ancient Bladed Flail can have regular attack damage up and then auto critical hit after combos.
Sorry, I'm not speaking very much.
No, that's fine. I'm just looking up more info about the flails. Interesting. So I'm just going to read this post on Age of Calamity. If you clone a spear, you can use regular attacks to cause weak point gauges to open and deplete in a couple of hits. You can use a flail spearing to break the weak point gauges of two guardians at the same time. The flail spearing works on all monsters with weak point gauges. The results vary according to the power of the monster, especially the vicious ones. This can be harder to do in the Blood Moon. So a variation of this involves weak point gauge monsters that wield two-handed weapons. If you clone it,
I'm on a two-handed weapon now, by the way.
if you clone it, you can break the weak point gauge with it. It takes good timing, but it can be done. You've done it with blue, black, silver, fire, and ice moblins. Electric moblins are susceptible to flail spearing if you clone a spear, including the one it carries.
I was so high up, dude. Get down.
The Bladed Flail charge strong attack, which is pressing and holding X, is interesting. It's a form of the Guardian Blaster. It can take out a normal Guardian in 4 hits at level 30. 2 hits will break the weak point gauge of a black moblin. It's a ranged attack, so it can be potent. Same range as a bomb hurled by Link.
How the fuck am I supposed to?
Or press and hold the... Oh yeah, good. You can do that.
This is the only way I can get him down. He's too high up.
Get him! Get him!
Give me your weapon. Look at it.
No.
Give it!
Is it even using a weapon? It's throwing things at you, but it's not using the weapon itself, I don't think.
Ah.
Any handheld weapon can be cloned. Blade Masters, Guardian Scouts, Lionels, even Wizrobe Runs. The process of cloning a weapon is a clone attack, since the act will damage an enemy. If the enemy has a weak point gauge, the act will expose the weak point gauge and knock out a chunk of it.
I think you're right though, I don't think this guy uses weapons.
It causes damage twice. First from the initial cloning strike, and as you're cloning it, you get pulled up to the target to launch a shockwave attack. Both moves cause the same amount of damage, and the second can damage multiple enemies that are close enough to the main target. If you can, as soon as the weak point gauge exposes, use stasis and finish it off.
That's a cool animation. You missed it. His balloon popped and he got some more out.
If you decide to toss a cloned weapon by using ZR before it breaks, it will become a strong attack against all enemies in the range. It can hit and wound multiple enemies. Spears are the best one as they fly like a pinwheel. They have a wide path and a longer flight range. Can expose a weak point gauge, follow up with stasis to break it down for a smash. Works well on Guardians. The clone gauge refills over time, but you can speed it up by launching successful attacks. You can halve the refill time with enough attacks to clone a new weapon sooner.
Come on! Come down!
When you get Serpentine Spears, raise them to level 25. At 25 they gain a plus 400% Fusion XP booster. You can use steals on the weapons to make the flail stronger as well. Oh, thank you, person on Reddit.
Come down! I think that's what's most tedious about this friggin' enemy.
Is you can't hit it.
Yeah. Come on then. Ciao.
Go! There should be enough, right?
No idea.
Yay!
It's really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this balloons went limp. Floppy.
Or Octorox.
They did nothing wrong. They didn't deserve this.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Alright. So yeah, you got the Guardian Claw that you needed. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while.
I know. I just don't want it to. I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't really like to use this character. It's not my favorite character.
The players.
Yeah.
Yeah. A vicious presence flared. Ooh.
Right, let's go and level up that. Just...
Magnificent Mass is now available.
Yeah, haha! So I can do the top one.
So that's the Fortified Flail. Fortified Flail.
Do you think that's the best one?
No, it seems to have a different consensus of opinion depending on what you're trying to do with it.
I'm kind of getting used to the one I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Happy with that.
Extraordinary.
New stock.
That's really useful.
Depends on what the new stock is.
Oh, that's not too hard.
Yeah.
Just 5 weapons. I can do that.
Well, the enemy has to throw a weapon at you.
Yeah, but I just did 5 just then.
True.
With the octoballoon dude.
Alright.
Right, so they can sell more stuff, and yet none of them have anything I need.
Oh, to be fair, the mastering the runes missions will be easy to do the challenges for, like mastering Magnesis, mastering Cryonis, stuff like that. That'll be a really quick way of doing it.
Doing what?
So the challenge that you just unlocked, mastering Magnesis, throwing weapons back at people, there will be a mission called Mastering Magnesis.
Yeah, but mastering Magnesis, you shoot boxes at them, metal boxes.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't shoot the weapons back at them. You shoot the boxes at them. So yes and no.
Alright.
I think I'll just do it normally. Which one should I do? Should I do main or should I do monster?
I would do another main mission.
A main mission?
Yeah.
Which one? So we've got this one where I can use Link, or this one where I can't.
We're
trying to do flails, so we might as well do
yeah.
that one.
Don't let Zora captains flee and defeat 100 more enemies with ice attacks. So I guess that would be Ice Rod and Cryonis.
Got any ice?
Yeah, you'll get some. They wouldn't put you into a mission to complete without having the ability to do Ice Rod stuff.
It's a challenge. The whole point.
Yeah, but there will be
So-
Ice Wizroads in the level.
What I need, probably Shaker rune damage up.
Sure. 35% is always good.
And I really need one for Ice Rod, don't I?
I don't think that's a thing, is it? You can reduce damage from elements, but you can't increase damage.
I could completely go up on the Shaker.
Yeah, well.
Rare materials?
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure. It's not a super hard boss one.
No.
So I should be fine. Got 4 apples. I think that'll be fine.
Sure.
As the war
think
raged
so.
on, the threat of encroaching monsters loomed over Zora's domain. To protect their home, Zora soldiers fought desperately in the Lanayru wetlands to hold the monsters back. However, pushed hard by the desperate battle, the soldiers had no choice but to request aid from Mipha and Sidon.
Mipha.
As Mipha and Sidon rushed to the Lanayru wetlands, a diminutive shadow followed along behind them in secret.
Yeah, but, you know, you can just call her Mipha. Like, I wouldn't say Lanayru, I'd say Lanayru. Just because, you know.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Forgot about playing as Sidon.
It's an awkward way of fighting.
Yeah.
Is it that you do when it...
To bring enemies towards you.
No, it's when it does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, right. Okay.
Well, you wouldn't be using Link anyway, right? Fire Moblin!
I do, but I do need to get this dude to do stuff, because otherwise...
Save Gaponga Village! Alright, where were we with the famous actors and
Problem is I haven't actually leveled Sidon up that much.
Nope.
Now I'm thinking about it.
There's probably ways to increase the amount of rupees you get. Like there's an efficient path. Like let's see. So best way.
You can swap.
get
You can swap
rupees.
materials for rupees.
Yeah, but there's probably a thing of if you complete this mission X amount of times, you'll get enough materials to swap for rupees. Best way to get rupees: Age of Calamity.
How do you get the? Oh, it's up here, isn't it?
Alright, let's have a look. I suppose that is the actual question I'm trying to ask, isn't it? What's the best way to level up? Best
What was the
way
thing?
to level up.
Don't let the captain see, so I need to get that one at the top really, because otherwise he could play.
Okay, so
Actually, hang on. Send Link up there. do.
Some people say, I'm not sure levels really matter with how strong your characters are. Power comes from your weapons. Level only plays a part for your health. Okay. So one person's suggested technique is get Rivali to a good level, around 50 is okay. Give him a high base attack weapon with a high level, at least 70 total attack or more. Give him a Shaker sensor seal, and at least one monster drop part seal. Manually input all 3 Bokoblin parts into your Shaker sensor, so plus on the world map, then L to your inventory. Get the 3 material up recipes for a grand total of plus 45% material drop rate. Go to the Gerudo Desert and do the mission in which you have to kill 900 Bokoblins and 1 Molduga. It's in the southwest of the map. Put the game on easy. Go to the air, ZR, and spam Rivali's basic attack string. Kill the Moldugas with 3 strikes of your special bar. In under 4 minutes, you will now have hundreds of each Bokoblin part. Check to see the retail merchant that sells Guardian parts is in the stable. If he is, sell him your Bokoblin parts for tons and tons of money. If he isn't, just keep doing the mission until he pops up. Each run will net you at least 30,000 rupees, if not more. Once you unlock all of the map stars, you'll have tons of gems and no use for them, so just sell them. I once got 400,000, which is more than enough to upgrade everyone to max level. Hang on. So, what are gems used for? Age of Calamity. People are saying hold on to diamonds, but that's because it's for DLC.
Is one of my things fire rod or not?
Yes. You've got a thing to kill 100 enemies with a fire rod.
Okay. I just need to... Link, go down here.
I've got this.
Hidden.
So...
Ah, choo!
Choo-choo!
God, man, get off the friggin' air.
Best items to sell. Age of Calamity!
I must not fail.
Okay. Oh, it seems like it's dependent on the merch. Okay. There are plenty of different material ingredient drops you gain from defeating enemies. Since some items are required to complete several quests, the best items to sell will be those that you can easily and safely farm repeatedly. A good rule of thumb is to keep at least 50 of an item in case you need it for a quest. As you play through the game, you'll be able to unlock different stables. Different stables will have merchants that cycle through them, who you can buy and sell from. Most merchants have a preferred item they will buy from you for up to 2.5 times the regular price. To maximize profits, always take advantage of this and sell it to the appropriate merchant. Okay, so yeah, it seems like finding a merchant to sell stuff to makes the most sense because then you maximize your money. It's totally random as to which merchant visit each stable. Merchants will always come after clearing a battle, so you want to make a merchant show up, just clear a simple battle.
Right.
They recommend doing material drop rate guides. So I guess it depends on what the best one to do is. So in terms of ores, the best one to farm ores is hunting for gemstones. The challenge mission recommended for players above level 52. If you're using a weapon with a sensor registered material drop rate seal, be sure to add high value ores such as diamonds, sapphires, rubies and topaz to the Shaker sensor. Sell the drops to the Dafer to take advantage of the merchant bonus. With the material drop rates increased, you should earn 2,000 rupees worth of ores in under 2 minutes. That's the thing about these types of games, there's always some way to really like maximize the efficiency of a run. Hey, nice one.
That mean I did it?
Not yet. So this one's a good one to keep an eye on.
This way. No, this way.
Alright, let's just grab this. It seems to be relevant. Put it down here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, right. So you can go and kill Meteo. Link, go and kill. There's loads of stuff there.
I did it.
Okay. Need to go and kill this.
Okay, replay challenges and battles. The fastest way to get quick rupees is by completing challenges and battles as fast as possible and defeating a lot of enemies. You collect rupees from enemies you take down, as well as from crates, barrels, and treasure chests you find on the map. Barrels and crates only drop low amounts of rupees, so it's not recommended to go out of your way for them. Also, take note that rupees will be automatically obtained even if you don't actually pick them up, so focus on attacking enemies while breaking barrels and crates. You gain rupees at the end of each battle in the form of clear time and enemies defeated. Clear maps quickly, taking out a high number of enemies to get the most rupees possible. The most you can get for clear time and KOs is 200. They recommend doing rupee recipes, because of course they do. You can get like an 80% bonus. Completing Divine Beast battles on the map allows you to receive up to 400 to 700 rupees depending on the battle. Oh, that's only once per completed battle, never mind.
Ow! Fucking kidding me, dude.
Where is it? Oh, right, yeah. And I was rolled.
No, stop doing that. Fuck off. Ow, stop it!
Ah! Save him! Save the Zora Captain!
I'm trying. I just don't want him to flee before he's dead. So easy to do.
You can sell unwanted materials to shops and merchants. Blah blah blah. Scan amiibos to get more weapons and materials.
Well, we do that, don't we? So
Yeah.
it's not like we're not doing that. Can you save me?
If you have reached the 5 amiibo cap, you can repeatedly change the date and scanning to keep receiving more rewards for easy money.
Which is cheating.
It is cheating, and I'm not changing the date on the Switch all the time. Neither are you. So. Oh yeah, so the material quest Master Chef can be repeated, allowing you to trade in excess mighty bananas for tons of rupees.
Yeah, I do have quite a lot of mighty bananas, but I don't know if I'm going to need them for anything else. So.
Well, I don't think so. Yeah, you get 1,000 rupees per 100 mighty bananas.
Give me your stuff! Come on. Nice.
The Molduga sighting mission is an easy and consistent way to farm rupees. The mission is quick enough, it can be done in a minute or two. It's also available early, which helps new players. Sell the Molduga fins and guts to Segimo. Each run should last for a minute or two and nets you about 1,350 rupees. You can also do hunting for gemstones. Defeat a Luminous Stone Talus, Rare Stone Talus, and Malice Igneo Talus. Use more powerful characters. 2 to 5 minutes per run and around 2,000 rupees. So basically there's just a list of early game-ish missions. They say beat them as quickly as you can, and then you'll get rupees. So that's the most time-efficient way of doing it, not the most value you get from the mission. Oh. So,
You smell lasagna, or am I just thinking about lasagna?
You're just thinking about lasagna.
No, don't sit. Naughty.
So, Urbosa the Gerudo Chief is the earliest mission to farm quick rupees, but it takes a lot longer than the others. The Master Chef will trade 1,000 rupees for 100 mighty bananas. You can max out your inventory playing through Urbosa the Gerudo Chief. Each run lasts about 20 minutes and nets you 10,000-ish rupees. So that would be why as well. So To be fair, you can only use rupees to level up your characters to the highest level character you have, which is still only Tabor at 88, so Link's not that far behind.
You can't
Side
only
on-
use rupees for that, actually. That's not true. You can
Why
use
not?
rupees for lots of things. Like buying materials.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is for leveling up.
Yeah, you said you can only use it for leveling up, which isn't true.
You can only use rupees for the leveling up. Yeah, I guess. What I meant was rupees are used for leveling up, and you can only level up via that method using rupees.
You can sell weapons for a lot of money as well, but I don't think it's quite as good as swapping bananas and stuff.
Yeah, you have to level grind the old-fashioned way for at least one character when you're trying to level up to rupees. Oh. Level up fast, replay challenges. Enemies and weapons have XP bonuses. There's no cutscenes in story battles, so each one takes around 2-3 minutes.
Boom! Ah. That was cool, you missed that.
Lady Mifa.
I'm sure it'll happen again.
Link hit them with a massive big chain. Why aren't you guys moving?
So equip weapons with battle XP, increase levels at the training camp.
Where are you gonna go? You're stuck in the middle, that's the problem.
Ah.
You can go to this way. I'm gonna go this way with Link, kill this monster. Move on!
Blood Moon battlefields are unlocked post-game and are a great way to gain XP, but they take place in regular story missions, so they take more time to complete than a regular challenge.
I have got Blood Moon missions. I don't think I've done one.
I think we might have done, but I don't know. I can't remember. During a Blood Moon, all enemies on the story battle where it occurs will get stronger, increasing the level of the enemies in the field. It also means the experience yield from the enemies will increase, making it a way to reach the level cap. So the level cap is level 100. Unlike the previous Hyrule Warriors game, the level cap was at 255 in that game. In Age of Calamity, the max level was 100. You cannot level up past level 100, or at least as of the main game. Maybe the DLC changed that. After reaching the level cap, the only way to make a character stronger would be by completing their quest with more combos and upgrading the weapon to its max level, which have a level cap of 30. And leveling up increases hearts and attack power.
Really can smell lasagna quite strongly.
There is no lasagna.
I would like lasagna.
I'm sure you would like lasagna, but there is no lasagna.
Yes, I know this. Right, where's the chest? Ah,
Ta-da!
I wish there was an easier way to open chests.
I assume the developers of the game were like, oh yeah, people are just going to be mashing anyway, so we'll just stick it in a place. It doesn't really matter exactly where we put it. Animal actors, animal actors, animal actors.
There's quite a lot of dogs.
Well, as we established with
Beethoven.
Marley and me, they actually just swap the dogs out all the time.
Beethoven. This one I can pick up.
Funnily enough, not listed. You've got
Really?
Bridget and Brownie the Wonder Dog, but Beethoven is not.
Beethoven's more famous than that.
I don't know.
Wow.
So Bridget was best known for being in Modern Family. Brownie the Wonder Dog was a popular 1920s actor in silent films. So Beethoven dog. Beethoven dog actor.
What about the white cat?
I did it.
Good question.
Yes.
The dogs featured in Beethoven were owned and trained by Eleanor Keating. Beethoven is played by canine actor Chris, who had 12 doubles. So they just swap dogs out in and out all the time. James Bond. Oh.
You know which one I mean? The white.
Blofeld's cat, yeah.
Yeah.
Blofeld cat is a Persian. Right, let's have a look at Blofeld's cage. So it was initially a convention of the James Bond films to not show Blofeld's face, only a close-up of him stroking his white, blue-eyed Persian cat. And it was parodied in Austin Powers with the cat Mr. Biggle.
Wasn't that a really fat cat though?
Probably.
Probably gonna need to go to bed soon. I'm pretty tired.
Sure. Well, we'll finish off this mission because it is a story one. And yeah.
No, wait, hang on, cancel. Don't use electric on electric.
So yeah, apparently cats are a common pet for supervillains to have. Which is just the dog agenda, isn't it?
Cool.
Fire Lionel.
I need Lionel stuff. Oh, he's got a two-handed weapon. Look at his weapon that I've got on my back.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty cool.
Alright, shall we have a look at the BBC's 6 greatest animal actors of all time?
Bomb?
Oh well. So, the film Call of the Wild from Harrison Ford is an adventure based on a novel written by Jack London. Here are 6 animals that found fame on the silver screen. So we got Kaiko. The Free Willy movies, which told the story of a troubled boy's unusual friendship with a killer whale, were some of the most successful films of the 1990s. But the orca, who starred in the first of the films, Kaiko, had a career that was one of the most controversial in the history of animal actors.
Right.
The early life of Kaiko was hard. Captured in 1979, he had performed in various amusement parks in Canada and Mexico City, where he was discovered by filmmakers in poor physical health in 1993. After filming of Free Willy had completed, money from the studio, Warner Brothers, and donations from the public led to a new $7 million facility being built for him, with the aim of eventually releasing him back into the wild. In 1998, he was flown to Iceland, where he was gradually introduced to the wild, swimming fully in open water by 2002. The project did not end happily, however. He failed to integrate into a new pod and died a year later, probably of pneumonia. Many people think that releasing Kaiko was the wrong thing to do. Others argue that even though he never successfully integrated back into the wild, at least he spent the last year of his life in open water rather than a tank. But what's certain is that this story raised awareness of orcas. A documentary about the story, Kaiko, the Untold Story of the Star of the Free Willy, as well as a hugely influential Blackfish documentary about performing whales at SeaWorld, helped change many people's attitudes about keeping these amazing animals in captivity. It might be Kaiko's greatest.
Blackfish was fantastic. Well, awful, but really, really interesting.
The next one on the list is Orangey, a marmalade tabby. As anyone who has ever owned a cat well knows, our feline friends are amongst the most independent of animals.
Is that Garfield?
No. Training one for Hollywood superstardom is no mean feat. But Frank Inn, a legendary animal trainer, managed it with Orangey, who delivered wonderful performances in films such as Rhubarb, 1951, and The Diary of Anne Frank in 1959. Like some of his fellow celebrities, he could, on occasion, be difficult to work with. One studio executive reportedly described him as the world's meanest cat. Orangey's performance alongside Audrey Hepburn in the classic romantic comedy Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1961 sealed his place in film history.
Oh god.
He played Cat, the homeless and nameless feline who adopts fellow waif and stray Holly Golightly and steals both her and the audience's hearts. Orangey's exact date and cause of death aren't known, but Inn was so fond of his animals that after they passed away, he often kept their ashes. When he himself died, he ordered his coffin be specially adapted to accommodate their urns so he could be buried with his siblings. Next one on the list is Bart the Bear, the Alaskan Kodiak bear.
What's that in?
Bart the Bear has probably appeared alongside more A-list stars than any other animal actor. His astonishing Hollywood career began when he was just a cub with an appearance in Windwalker in 1981. He then appeared on screen with dozens of major stars including Sir Anthony Hopkins in The Edge 1997, Brad Pitt, Legend of the Fall in 1994, and Ethan Hawke in White Fang in 1991. He also achieved an Earth-sign first when he presented an envelope to host Mike Myers at the Oscars in 1998. His crowning achievement was undoubtedly his starring role in The Bear in 1988. Directed by Jean-Jacques Annaud, the film told the story of an older bear, Car, played by Bart, who befriends a cub and helps him escape a pair of hunters. The film was a box office hit and gained a plethora of rave reviews. Sadly, Bart the Bear was diagnosed with cancer in 1998 and died in 2000 aged 23. His legacy lives on in dozens of movies he made.
They live quite a long time, don't they? Oh, I didn't know bears live that long. How long do pandas live? 50.
How long do pandas live? The average is about 15 to 20 years in the wild and about 30 years for those in human care.
It's amazing, they get like twice the life.
Chinese scientists have reported zoo pandas as old as 35.
Wow! They can't be living a happy life at that age, really.
Well,
That's
I mean...
that's double their expectancy. Wild.
Well, that's because they'll probably get, you know,
Well, pandas are
much
quite
better care.
Pandas are quite stupid, I think, as well.
Yes, I think they are generally considered not one of the smartest bears, so...
Yeah. Not like Yogi.
The next dog animal actor is Oogie, a Parson Russell Terrier.
Fantastic.
Oogie's story is a real doggy rags to riches tale that itself would make for a gripping movie. Rejected by his first two owners for being too wild, he was rescued and adopted by Omar von Muller. Has appeared in several adverts such as Water for Elephants. His first major appearance is Water for Elephants in 2011.
Not seen that.
And his breakout role was in
Look
2011.
how weak she is. Oh. Hey!
Nice. Defeat the strong Wizrobes. Well done.
I didn't defeat 100.
No, but again, you're not going to be able to do that.
I forgot about it, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but you need to, specifically do it, I think.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I did the Wizrobes though.
Yeah. Good.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the invisible one. Oh, look at all the stuff I got.
Nice. 3,000 rupees.
I did throw back a weapon.
One weapon compared to the 5 you did just on one enemy.
Look at how many I've used flail though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. Still haven't used fire rod that much, but I haven't been getting many
Yeah,
fire
you haven't
rod.
been getting the fire rod in the first place.
This is kind of difficult.
On to the next task.
Thank you for your efforts. I'm going to heal you now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Princess.
Grace.
Still more monsters.
I know.
Little baby Sidon!
Oh no, not
Sidon! Sidon! Please no! You must run!
I forgot what his name is. I thought he was Sidon, but he's obviously
He
not.
is Sidon. That's the whole point of this time travel thing, is that it's young Sidon and old Sidon.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm so glad you're okay. Thank you so much, both of you. But what are you doing here?
You wanted to help us, isn't that so? You can't just sneak off like that.
British accents make me
I was
squeeze.
able to save your sister
Like,
because you
they
were so
make me
brave.
squeeze and scream
Great
and
job.
squidge and blah.
And you'll only get stronger.
You'll only
Strong
get
enough to-
stronger.
To protect your dear sister.
Massive compared to me.
And there's the trademark smile. So that's how you know they're both the same person.
Yeah. With a smile like that, who needs enemies? Right, let's see if I've unlocked anything. 'Cause I think I did.
Maybe.
I think I did.
The blood moon rises once again.
The blood moon's always rising.
Yeah.
Doesn't really turn off now.
Mm-hmm. The gallery has been updated. Da-da-da. So what's new? Is it this or is it something else? It might be not the characters, it might be yeah, if you go to EX maybe? That's probably what it means by yeah, it must be the gallery. Oh well.
Okay, so let's level up some doodads if I have any.
Well, you want to check the world challenges first.
Why?
Well, in case you can do some of the challenges.
Yes.
Or at least double check what you need to do for the next one.
I can't.
Okay, fair enough.
Thanks. Yes, quite.
Right. So, what was I going to do? There it is.
King Ron!
And then there's one up there. Don't really use him.
No.
And there's one up there.
All the better to help my friends.
Da-da-da. All the EX abilities. I think so.
I think so. Okay, so I am really tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna call it.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ready for bed.
So we'll see you potentially on Friday.
Yep.
I can't see any reason why we wouldn't unless I'm just completely wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Again,
I am so ill.
all this is going to go up on YouTube at some point, so if you've missed any of it, you can catch up right on there. It'll be in a nice ordered playlist, and you can listen to us rambling on about animal actors this time around.
Well, listen to you rambling on. I didn't really contribute much to that conversation because
No,
the whole time I'm like
trying to concentrate, but that's the point. It's like
angry face.
filling the empty air with something to provoke responses.
Empty air. Wow, is that what I leave?
Maybe. Anyway.
No, you fill your air.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching the stream, guys, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.